Yo, 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 it's your boy, Big Mike Raider. And we're here at day 11 with the 30 days, 30 prospects feature where we're talking about Cooper Beebe out of Kansas State. Let's jump into it.
Have they ever seen another like me living giant type step in your house and put my head on your ceiling? Climbed out of the bottomless pit to let the truth slip and slide off my tongue and swine dive off my lips. No longer holding on, I'm tired of applying the grip. Forget the fancy shiny rappers, I'm supplying the gifts. I feel it's only right to tell you that I'm going in.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Big Mike Raider, writer and contributor for Planet Raiders. And we're here with day 11 of the 30 days, 30 prospects, where today we're covering Cooper Beebe, Kansas State, 4-year starter in college, 2-time Big 12 Offensive Lineman of the Year, consensus All-American. He's done it all as far as individual awards at the guard position. He was an Outland Trophy finalist. He lost out to our guy we talked about yesterday, T'Vondre Sweat. But this is a guy heavy-handed, great run blocker, can move his feet, heavy at the bottom. So, in pass rushes, he's gonna, anchor down and hold his ground. One of those excellent guards, probably the best guard available in this draft class. A guy who's versatile. He can play the right and left guard position. Can play a little bit of tackle, believe it or not. We're going to get more into his strengths and weaknesses here. Right after that, we're going to talk a little bit about his individual awards, give him his flowers for that one. Then we're going to get into draft positioning. And then after that is going to be some PFF action. We're going to get into his PFF grades and then a film breakdown. Guys, I already told you the theme of this year seems to be the trenches. And we're going to ride it out as much as we can. I'm going to give you as much trench action as possible. I want you guys to, really get it solidified to you guys that we're looking for trenches, offensive line, defensive line, to bolster this team. And, a good cornerstone for this offensive line for the future could be Cooper Beebe. So let's get into his strengths and weaknesses, right? Versatility, we already talked about it. Can play guard and tackle. He can move very well. Heavy-handed, like I said, delivers an absolute strike. Downfield, he's like a locomotive. Anything that gets in his way is going to get trampled. And you guys will see it in the film. This guy is exceptional when it comes to making contact and finishing the block right there. Prototypical height and weight at the guard position. Physical attributes, that's exactly what you want from a guard. He brings that to the table. Anchors against bull rushes, generates movement in the running game when it's time to. And, like I said, he does a little bit of it both. He's a great pass blocker, run blocker. He's just as good. A little bit of his background, guys. 3-star athlete coming out of high school. We already talked about the 3-star guys. They're built a little bit different. And once they finally make it to the league, they seem to thrive, right? We've talked about this one. And yeah, he's the athleticism, the technical skills is all there. He does it all, right? So let's talk a little bit about the weaknesses. So a little bit of lateral mobility, not an issue, but not as quick as you would like from a guard. As far as lateral mobility, but he seems to be doing fine on a lot of pulls that he was doing against with Kansas State. He seems to be doing just fine. Another thing that really sticks out is things that he can't really necessarily handle or control is his arm length. It's 31 inches, 31 and a half inches, which is pretty short for an offensive lineman. You definitely ideally, you want longer arms from an offensive lineman so, defensive linemen don't get their hands on you. But he seems to be doing well with that, delivering a shot and creating that separation initially by using his body and using a quick punch before anybody can get their hands on you. He does well with that. So those are some of his strengths and weaknesses. One thing I do want to talk about is draft positioning, right? there's a lot of it varies. I've seen it a lot, and I'm going to refer to the NFLDraftBuzz.com once again. I'm looking at his chart right now. So NFL.com has him as just outside the first round at number 34 overall. Draft Buzz has him at 45. That's right where we're picking. We're picking at 44 overall. All right. PFN has him at 50. The Athletic has him at 63. MDDB has him at 68. CBS has him at 70. DraftNet at 78. Fox at 84. ESPN at 115. And PFF way down there on him, not very hot on him at 123rd overall. Probably they see him as a 4th or 5th round pick. But NFL.com, Draft Buzz have him a lot higher. If you average those out, he's overall rankings is about at a 65.4. Now, like I told you guys before, this is the best guard in the class right now, arguably. To me, I think he's the best. He has the biggest pedigree. He has the biggest resume. He's done it all in the college rankings as far as individual awards. He's at the top of his game. And just simply put, the Raiders are in desperate need of an offensive guard, particularly on that right-hand side. So if you can get the guy that is considerably the best at that position, if you can get him in the second round, you got to get him. And his intangibles, what he brings to the table definitely dictates making that move in the second round. What do you guys think about it? Picking Cooper Beebe at 44. Is it a reach to you guys? Do you believe more what PFF thinks about him at 123rd overall? Or are you leaning more towards what NFL.com and DraftBuzz.com say about him being in that early to mid second round? I want to hear from you guys. You guys let me know. But let's jump in to some of his awards that he's won in college to just kind of solidify what I'm talking about with Cooper Beebe. Just to show you what kind of pedigree, what kind of accolades he's getting, what kind of level of play that he's bringing to the table. So 5 years, his first year he redshirted, played in 2 games as a reserve. So redshirt year in 2019. In 2020, played in 9 games with 8 starts, 7 at the right tackle position and 1 at left guard. So this is a guy who's played tackle just a little bit and then 1 at left guard, right? And then it seems to from that point, he stayed at guard after that point for the most part. In 2021, first team All Big 12 Conference, right over there in the 2021 season right there. Started off 13 games at left tackle. So this guy, All Big 12 Conference at left tackle. So he pivoted from there in 2022. Second team Associated Press All-American in 2022. Big 12 Offensive Lineman of the Year at guard. First team All Big 12 Conference. This is in 2022. He did all of that. So he's already a 2-time first team All Big 12 Conference twice before his final year. And in 2023, he broke out completely. Topped his previous year, continuing that growth from climbing to the top. First team All Associated Press All-American. Big 12 Conference Offensive Lineman of the Year for the second consecutive year. First team All Big 12 Conference for the third consecutive year. This time at guard, he's got he's got first team nods at guard twice and 1 at tackle. So this is a 3-time All Big 12 Conference guard times 2 and a tackle times 1. So finalists for the Outland Trophy given to the nation's top interior lineman, offensive line, defensive lineman, and the William V. Campbell Trophy, which is basically the academic Heisman. So this guy has a brain on him too. Started all 13 games at left guard. He's the first consensus All-American offensive lineman in his school's history. So impressive lineup, impressive resume. This is a guy who seems to be scratching and clawing and matriculating through college and getting better and better and better. And this is a guy that I would love to have him as a Raider, continuing that climb to greatness and sharpening those skills and being that guard for us and that cornerstone of that interior line for years to come. What do you guys think about his resume? What do you think about the awards he's been given? How do you feel about it? How do you feel about us picking him up at 44? Let me know, guys. Let me know. But, guys, we're going to get into some PFF action. You guys know that I like to refer to PFF a lot. It's a good measuring stick. It's not the only one measuring stick, but it is a measuring stick that I like to refer to. So let's talk about PFF, right? We're going to get into some of his analysis and see what PFF has to say about him. Some of his pros: brings a high football IQ and displays a great understanding of angles, leverage, and timing. So, yeah, he does make great angles. Football IQs at a maximum, and I'll show you some of the plays where he displayed good football IQ. Versatile lineman with experience at all three spots on the line. So there you go. He can pretty much play anywhere on the line, and he has that experience. Hands are well placed and effective. So when he gets his hands on you, is always at the right place, and he's gonna take care of business once he puts his hands on you. So that's another one to consider. Can effectively move defenders when he maintains good pad level and leverage. So yeah, as soon as he gets his hands on you, you're moving, absolutely moving. So, and good size and technique to anchor straight bull rushes. So yeah, he's basically an anchor on that line in pass protection, and does well against bull rushes. So he's very strong. Some of the cons that we're going to talk about is below average athlete. So yeah, he doesn't have that lateral speed that you're looking for, but he takes care of business, in the interior run game and in the pass game. So, maybe that's a little bit controversial. Maybe that's a little bit critical of Cooper Beebe from what I saw in his film. Seems to be that he moves pretty well. But another one of the cons is lets defenders get across his face too easily and struggles to recover. So that's another one to consider. Feet are heavy to recover versus twitchier pass rushers. So guys who are those twitchy pass rushers, those really quick pass rushers in the interior, he might struggle a little bit early with those guys, but and then slow off the ball, doesn't convert speed to power consistently. So I think with a little bit of sharpening the tools, a little bit of training camp, working at the speed of the professional level, this guy can get himself right. Once again, he's 6'4", 335 pounds, prototypical size. So if he strengthens those skills that he already contains and gets better, a guy who has shown that he's clawing his way to the top, this guy can be something special for years to come. So in review, Beebe's high football IQ should lead to a long NFL career. Unfortunately, his athletic limitations will likely limit that career to that of a backup swing lineman. So this is what PFF has to say. You guys already saw what kind of grades that they give Cooper Beebe. They're giving him like a 4th, 5th round grade. I think that's a little bit low. From what I've seen, I don't agree with the backup swing lineman thing. I think he could be an automatic starting lineman at the guard position right away, and sharpen those skills and build on some of the weaknesses that he does have. But let me know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think about Cooper Beebe. Do you feel like picking him up in the 2nd round might be some sort of a reach? Do you think that we can wait to the 3rd round? Do you think that we shouldn't even get him at all, not even look at him and look elsewhere? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So let's get into some of his stats, guys, his PFF grades. So in 2021, 85.4 overall PFF grade in 13 games played, 759 snaps, pretty much a 50-50, a little bit in favor of the run, more run block snaps, and only gave up 4 hits and 6 hurries. So not too bad, right? In 2022, grade dropped just a little bit, 80.5, 14 games played, 940 snaps in favor of the run, 504 run block snaps, 436 pass block snaps, and only gave up 2 hits and 7 hurries. So in 2023, overall grade was an 83.9. basically a 50-50. So Kansas State runs a more balanced attack in favor of the run. So this guy, you know, he can run block, he can pass block, he does a little bit of both. He hasn't been heavily, you know, on just one aspect of the offense. He's done both and at a pretty good rate. So that's what you're getting from him. So snaps by alignment in 2021 when he won all Big 12 left tackle, he was a left tackle at 734 snaps and at right guard for 25 snaps. And in 2022 made a complete pivot, played most of his snaps at left guard, 919 snaps. And then 2023 played 819 snaps and then 19 snaps at left tackle and 103 snaps at right tackle. So he's shown in that 2023 year, you could basically put him anywhere. This is what you're getting from Cooper Beebe, guys. Run block grade, 79.9, pretty decent. Pass block grade, 90.4. Seems to be an expert at the pass blocking aspect. Zone grade, 81.2. Good enough, right? Solid number. A gap grade, 76. And then a true pass set pass block grade, 91.1. So that's amongst the best out of the offensive lineman with 350 plus blocking snaps. This guy does well when it comes to pass blocking, run block. He holds his own, and he brings a violent punch. What do you guys think overall about Cooper Beebe, the whole complete work that I just presented to you guys? Let me know what you think about him. And hopefully I can solidify or change your mind or change your heart about Cooper Beebe after this film breakdown. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's see. So there we go. We're looking at number 50, Cooper Beebe. This is you're going to see him pull. He is our left guard in this situation right here. And you'll just see what kind of like power he brings to the table and him moving his feet. They're saying that he's not very athletic. I beg to differ. I think he shows a little bit more athleticism than PFF likes to give him credit for. But let's check it out right here. We'll let it ride out. Okay, good feet. And now he's meeting this guy, and it's a wrap for this dude. Let's ride it out. Boom, pancake action. That's a pancake at its fullest definition. He's outside of the screen. Excellent play from number 50. So here we go, number 50 again. Another pull. This is going to be leading to a block that leads to a touch. This is going to be a block that leads to a touchdown, guys. And he pulling again. There you go. Good angle, straight on his body, and that dude is flapjacked. And 31's going in for a touchdown. Excellent play from number 50. Another pull action from number 50. Not quite a full pull, but he is kind of veering to the left just a little bit. Number 55, the center down block. And here's the football IQ that comes into play right here. Number 50, Beebe, is going to be looking downfield to find somebody, but then he realizes that linebacker over his A gap is going to come in for a blitz. And he's like, okay, well, I got to make a play right here. I got to make a play on the last second, me recognizing that this linebacker is coming in and attacking this A gap at a rapid rate. And he makes a split-second decision. That was a great decision. Let's check it out. Right there. Boom. Oh, man, I lost my place. Hold on. Let's. Oh, man. All right. So we'll move up to that again. Here we go. My bad. I clicked on. There you go. So, boom. That man has left his feet. I don't know if you can see it because he's in white and they're in the snow, but Cooper Beebe has definitely the extension, full extension on this dude. Full extension. Dude's feet is in the air. He looks like, Uncle Phil throwing Jazzy Jeff out of the building right now. This is crazy. This is crazy right there. And boom, that's what you call standing on business right there. That is good offensive guard play right there. That's what you want to see. Just violence, straight hitting somebody, putting them on their back, making sure that this dude leaves his feet. and is basically flying and hitting that ground at a quick velocity. It's amazing, man. Excellent play from number 50, man. I can go all day about this one. So here's another good pull action right here. We had Beebe. This time he was at the left tackle position. He's pulling all the way across the field, and he's gonna find a guy. Now you can see right over my logo, right under the logo, is Beebe's target. So just keep that in mind. This dude is staring down a freight train right now. So let's check it out, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And squared up with this dude, and it's a wrap. And he's got a number 15 has a natural lane, and that's a good example of number 50 making perfect angles. And let's just see the absolute abuse that he gives this guy in black right here. So there you go. He doesn't stand a chance, guys. Excellent block, excellent angle. Way to find your target and way to find your guy. Excellent play right there. So now we have number 50 once again on another pull right here. So you can see him is not a full like turning his body and pulling. He's kind of shuffling across that line, and then you'll see him meet up with his target number 44 at the top of the screen right here. 44. Yeah, he's staring down a freight train once again too. So let's check it out. There you go. There you go. Puts him on his back. And then that's what you're getting from Beebe, man. He can move his feet pretty well. He makes good angles when he needs to. What he does lack in athleticism, he makes up for it in setting those angles, making those angles, and lining up perfectly with his target and locating the target with accuracy. So here we go. We're looking at Cooper Beebe right here, number 50. He's left guard this time, and look at him. He's on a tear on this one. He takes out two dudes, and this play is nothing without Beebe making his blocks. Let's check it out. So driving the guy down the line, washing him out, washing him down. Dude doesn't stand a chance. Got a pancake, and now he's on to his next victim right there. And you see that, right? He keeps driving. Excellent play from right here. So, everybody wants to say, okay, well, how does he do against elite competition in college football? Well, this time he's in pass protection, and we already noted how great his pass protection is in college football. This time he's going against T'Vondre Sweat. And let's see how he fares out. Number 93, he's head up on number 93 for Texas. Let's check it out. There you go. And it's a stalemate. It's a stalemate, and excellent play right there. So this is what you're getting from Beebe. Even amongst the elite guys in his class, he still holds his own. So that's what you're getting from Beebe. Let's check this one out. Another pull action. He's going down the line, and boom, takes a dude out. That's what you're getting from Beebe, guys. I'm telling you. If I haven't solidified it now at this point, I don't know. So here's some examples of him recognizing a stunt and moving his feet laterally and using his football IQ to recognize what he's getting, and pretty much setting his center up for success as well. So Cooper Beebe, he's our left guard. He's on our right-hand side of the screen, right? Number 2 for, I believe, Oklahoma is standing in the A gap right over him on his inside shade, and then he has a defensive end in the 5 technique on the outside shade of him on that right-hand side of the screen. So let's play this one out. Let's see it. So number 2, last minute, he kind of moves out of that A gap and goes to the outside shade, kind of playing almost a like in that C gap outside shade of that tackle. And my mistake, number 48 is in a 3 technique. So number 48 is on his outside shade in the 3 technique, and that linebacker was in his A gap and last minute moved outside shade to that tackle. So let's let this ride out right here. So he's kind of bouncing around that linebacker. So you see Cooper Beebe right there, pushes that three technique defensive end pretty much into the pile, kind of giving his center set him up for success, so to speak, right? And Cooper Beebe also recognizes right away, he's got his head turned just a little bit, the shoulders are turned just a little bit, but he recovers perfectly right here. Number 14 is going to be blitzing on his outside shade, on that outside shade, and Cooper Beebe recognizes that right away, and you'll see it right here. Boom. There you go. Low pad level, squares his body up with number 14 and establishes a great pocket for his quarterback. And there you go. What a way to recognize the stunt and not letting that the linebacker number 2 be a distraction of him, kind of dancing around that A gap and bouncing around, things like that. He didn't let that distract him. Whatever he saw in front of him at that moment is what it was. That was his reality, and he did well with it. Great football IQ, great reaction time. Props to him. This is probably one of my favorite plays, just showing his brains for the game. Not necessarily the athletic ability, but the IQ of recognizing what's coming and having that instinctual, almost intuition to make the right play. So there you go. Great play right there. And he puts him on his back at the end, though. So there you go. Add insult to injury. Great play from Cooper Beebe right there. So Cooper Beebe on this one, playing left tackle this time, and you're going to see him. It looks like they're zoned to the right, and you're going to see poor number 23 for Iowa State get put on his back. So let's check this one out. Cooper Beebe with the great angle, gets all in his chest. 23 is in a compromising position. That's not a position you ever want to be in. Standing upright, standing straight up, and getting hit in the sternum with somebody's helmet, 335 pounds, running down your back, running down and destroying you at the line of scrimmage, at the point of contact. You never want to be in that position, and you see it. He's getting washed down, and puts him on his back. He was never really in a good position. Yeah, I know he had a chance to make a play on that tackle, but he got washed out and never really had a true chance to make that play right there. So there you go. So here we go. We got Cooper Beebe right here. He's playing left guard this time. He has number 90 on his outside shade in a 3 technique. We'll let it ride out, see what we see here. Some more pull action, guys. So this time is not this is not a run. This is a play action, almost like a counter look to set up the pass. And it looks like that they do a lot of counter action, and in this case, they do a play action using that same counter look up front. So Cooper Beebe sets himself up right there. So now he's essentially playing right tackle, so to speak, essentially kind of doing that, right? And notice how I paused it at the right angle. Look at his body square and making the right angle and setting himself up in the right angle to block this guy and stalemating this guy. And let's just see what he does with it. Right here, stalemate. And not only that, he recovers and puts him on his back, and now he's looking for more work. So he finds number 6, and he finds more work, and I think he puts him on his back right there on that one. So that's Cooper Beebe in a nutshell. Great football IQ, a guy who can move from side to side and find that good angle and put you on your back if he needs to. His resume speaks for itself. 3-time Big 12, offensive lineman, twice as a guard, once as a tackle, 2-time offensive lineman of the year, consensus All-American. This is a guy who seems to be able to do it all on the offensive line. What do you guys think about the film breakdown? What do you guys think about getting Cooper Beebe at 44 overall? Do we try to stand pat and see if we can pick him up in the 3rd round? Let me know how you feel about it. But with that, guys, I am Big Mike Raider, writer and contributor for Planet Raiders, guys. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Have they ever seen another like me? Living giant type, step in your house and put my head on your ceiling. Climbed out of the bottomless pit to let the truth slip and slide off my tongue and swine dive off my lips. No longer holding on, I'm tired of applying the grip. Forget the fancy shiny rappers, I'm supplying the gifts. I feel it's only